will blow you away and which ones will leave you cold.
Find out when we review gritty thriller Condemned,
The whimsical and Zelda-like fantasy game Cameo,
heroic World War II action in Call of Duty 2,
bone-crunching sport in Madden NFL 06.
and last but so very far from least, the most realistic-looking racing game ever made, Project Gotham Racing 3.
5 huge next-gen launch titles.
5 huge reviews.
And 5 chances to find out if the Xbox 360 will be your console of choice this winter.
We begin with one of the darkest and most violent of all the 360 launch titles.
This one is sure to raise eyebrows with its realistic graphics and stomach-churning brutality. Here's a review of Condemned: Criminal Origins for the Xbox 360. Tasing bums and severed fingers. Did I mention this game was violent?
It's like the old boy of first-person adventure games.
It is. But right now, we'd like to return to something a little more innocent.
A T-rated adventure game that the Zelda fans will probably love.
It's called Cameo. And no, it has nothing to do with Hit Single's Word Up and the questionably titled Attack Me With Your Love.
Please don't.
Yes, we've been hearing about Cameo for years, initially as a GameCube title back in 2001.
And while the leap spanning not only a console maker, but also an entire console cycle normally doesn't bode well for the quality of the end product, in this case, we'll cut Cameo some slack since it does come to us from Rare.
Here's our review of Cameo for the Xbox 360. There's also some decent online co-op play on Xbox Live that should give this added replay value.
Also of note, this is one of the few kid-friendly games available at the launch of the 360.
Microsoft is obviously appealing to mature gamers, and with a $399 price tag, there's a reason grown-ups with disposable incomes are the target audience.
But one thing fans of all ages want to know, are Madden and Call of Duty on the 360 worth my money? Oh, we'll tell you after the break.
Of course.
Oregon Webb.
Welcome back to this all Xbox 360 edition of Xplay.
All episode long, we're bringing you our first reviews of some of the biggest launch titles for the Xbox 360.
And so far, we haven't found a disappointing one in the bunch.
Will all that change when we review Call of Duty 2?
Oh, hell no.
Here's our review.
Like the original and equally flawless Call of Duty for the PC, we're in awe of how good the game actually is.
Yes, we hate World War II games because we review dozens of them each year. But you know what? If they were all this good, you'd never hear us complain.
Until Halo 3 comes along, this may be as close to a killer app as Microsoft can get.
Stick around. We have our controversial review of EA's football juggernaut and a review of Project Gotham Racing 3 coming up next.